I won't bow down to no man. Not even if I need to ride to the next village. Not if I need to cross continents. Nor if I need money. Yeah. Or when I feel lonely. Yeah. Will I ever bow down to no man? Not even if you have a car with a tank full of gas. Not even if you have a ship to cross the seas. Nor if you own a bank full of employees. Or if you lead your own church and put your soul at ease. Will I ever bow down to you? Bow down to no man. I won't bow down to no man.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson, and it is my pleasure to be with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Moments away, it'll be the Chicago Bulls going up against the Boston Celtics. Taking a look at the Celtics, they struggled in this matchup last season. Only one win for them through 4 games. They'd like to make a statement tonight. We'll be watching Pau Gasol in this one. He's done it all and done it well for so long now. Seems like, Shaq, he hasn't really slowed up.
You know, I owe this guy an apology because he was up there in age. I thought he was probably done, but he put up a career high last year, 46 points versus the Bucks. He also had his best rebounding season in his career at the age of 34. So, Pau Gasol, from me to you in Spanish, muchas gracias. I'm sorry.
Much thanks.
Thank you very much. I'm sorry.
Well, Silencio, Mr. O'Neal, because it looks like he's going to play for a long time because the game is just easy for him, Ernie. His skill set, you don't have to jump. You don't have to be fast. You get it in the post. You take your time. You read the defense, and you score. Dominate and score and patience. Pau Gasol.
Let's get it to Kevin Harlan and the crew.
Adios.
It's an All-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Celtics come into town for this one. Well, what better way to spend a Monday night than with the 2K Sports team and the NBA? Welcome, everyone. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. The Bulls are enjoying this break from the road. So important to get off on the right foot. New year, new season. These guys have done it.
Ready to go?
Yeah, but checking out Chicago, they've fulfilled a lot of the promise they showed coming into the season. But they just haven't taken that next leap forward so many thought they might.
I was one of those who was thinking that thought, that they would take a big leap. It's still not too late. No better place to get right and tight than at the postseason.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. On the floor for Boston, Smart and Bradley, the guards. Johnson is out there with Jay Crowder. And it's Zeller in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now here's Rose. Mirotic, the screen. Rose goes in. Feeds to Snell. 4 on the shot clock. Mirotic has a wide open look. No luck. Now the Celtics take it the other way. They want to keep rolling here following the win against the Thunder.
And guys, they could have won that game on the strength of their offense alone. It was that good.
And most impressive when you do it on the road like that. They just kept coming at him wave after wave, and they really kept the crowd on mute in that one.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Gasol setting the pick for Rose. And Butler, here we go. He got right to the cup using that screen. Butler's got the game going with his first points of the game for the Bulls.
And really, the Bulls weathered a lot of injuries last season and still had a good showing in the East. Came away with the 3 seed when many thought they would sink down after missing so many games from key players.
And the Bulls did end up with the 3rd seed in the East. 33 of their 50 wins last year, Clark, coming in the Eastern Conference.
But it wasn't an even distribution of those wins for the Bulls. Against their own division in the Southeast, they played .500 basketball. They got their good in-conference record from feasting on the Atlantic teams, taking 16 wins in 18 games against that division.
That free throw good from Bradley. The Boston Celtics figured to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
So he gets them both.
And with the Celtics being a surprise threat near the end of last season, even their losses were close games.
Rose kicks to Gasol. Butler against Bradley. Butler goes in, back to Gasol. Great use of the pick to create room for the jumper.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Rejected by Gasol. Takes it from 10, and Jimmy Butler again. Butler's got his 2nd basket.
You know what? That's what you like to see. A perfect pass leading him right into the shot. Didn't even have to break stride. To back up your point about the Celtics being in close games, I mean, their point differential on the year was less than where you would expect it to be for a team that made the playoffs. I mean, it really gives you an idea of how many close games they played.
Outside Rose. The pass to Gasol. Shoots from 12. Rebounded by Smart. For Boston, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Mirotic against Johnson. In the corner, Bradley with it. Now the feed to Smart. And count it from 19 feet away. Here is Rose. He had 10 points in the win against Charlotte. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Mirotic gets the bucket.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
Celtics trail by 3. Smart dishes to Bradley. Zeller, a screen on Rose. Misses the 3. Bulls have gone 4-7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Snell kicks to Mirotic. Rebound Boston. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
Two conference foes, guys, looking to take game 1 tonight. It's very interesting to see who can land the first blow.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
For Boston, they've gone just 2 of 8 shooting so far, just 25%. Picked by Zeller. Crowder kicks to Bradley. Lets the 3 fly, and the shot's good from Crowder. Crowder's got 5.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on it.
Outside Rose. Mirotic the screen. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got his third rebound tonight. Now here's Smart. He's covered by Rose. Johnson the screen. Here's Zeller. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Chicago leading. Kicks it to Rose. Dishes it to Butler. Crowder with the steal. And here's the fast break on up the court. And that's going to be too many steps. Gets the whistle on the travel.
Well, let's take a look at where Boston ended up, Kevin, last year in the league rankings. 4th in assists, 8th in steals. And they were one of the top 10 teams in the league at scoring points off turnovers. I'd call them a very opportunistic team.
And from those assist numbers, you can see this was a very unselfish team. Their passing was really infectious and made them a tough team to defend. And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
From 13, Zeller grabs the board.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Well, last year, Tyler Zeller both started and came off the bench, showed he could be an effective player even when playing heavy minutes.
Yeah, and if you look at the games that he played as a starter, he increased his usage, and it didn't bother his production at all.
Now here's Zeller. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Bradley with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. Pick by Zeller. Bradley kicks to Smart. Shot clock at 6. Johnson sets the screen for Smart. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Fred Hoiberg. What did you find out, DB?
Yes, Kevin, the crucial aspect for them in his mind is going to be making things tough inside for their opponent. He said they're physical, they like to mix it up. If we don't respond in kind, they'll push us around and we'll get bullied all game. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Now here's Smart after the miss from Pau Gasol. Floats one up. Smart misses.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game.
Now here's Rose. And he's still waiting to make his first shot for the night. Now 0 of 4. Here's Bradley. Can't hit. Some solid defense from Butler.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Derrick Rose, unbelievable spirit. We know about his toughness, has fought through injuries of all kinds that might cause a lesser competitor to hang up his sneakers.
And competitor, that's the word, Kevin. I mean,